Yo! So, back to the realm of game dev. Today has been a tiring day, which is why we're starting late and why Barry isn't streaming. It's just been a rough time. But with that said, we can get back to work on the puzzle game, at least for a little bit now. And what we're looking to work on today is some UI. So I think the first thing I'm going to do is add a new layout. Yeah, I'll add the event sheet for it. This is going to be title menu. Title menu event. Oh man, orange juice, Halloween event's gone. That's 1280 by 720. Okay, so let's see here. How do I want to do this? So I wanted this to be reasonably efficiently put together. But I think the easier thing for me to do is going to be making a bunch of menu options. That's a pretty bad grid. Many thanks for the bets. Okay, so let's change the size of this to be 36 high by 240. Yeah, that looks alright. Okay, so how many options are going to be on the main menu? How many options are going to be on the main menu? We're going to have... Let's just make them, that way I don't have to worry about it. Okay, so we got a campaign. We have... time trial. We have... endless. We have... Alright, quick match for now. We'll figure out what we actually want to call these things later. Let's see, I have an options menu. And an exit button. Alright, that looks pretty alright. Okay, so we're gonna need to make a new layer. Okay, after main, we're gonna have one for campaign. Alright, so we got these. Time trial. I don't see a reason for time trial to be I don't see a reason for time trial or endless to be versus at all. So if it's not versus, then what would having a difficulty do? Like, would I actually want... Do I even need a second menu for this? I guess I'll take a second menu anyway. And I'll set a time. Okay, so that's going to be time trial. Let's make a new one for... endless. Let me go check, actually. Hey, YouTube. Yeah, let's use select stage. Has everybody cut out the menu leading to the time trial? Ah! Okay, this guy's actually going to show the menu! One player game. No, I pressed back. One player game. Time trial. Select level. What is level? So, like, I guess that's a difficulty. Okay, so what is speed level? There's speed level and then difficulty. Or like speed level and then game level. So I'm guessing speed level may be like, I don't know. I don't know what any of these things are. I can't think of anything that I would want, so I'm just not going to. I may not even put in the times for time trial. Yeah, if that's the case, Kirby, speed doesn't pertain to me because you advance the blocks yourself, and how fast they clear, how easily you can chain, is also not a thing you can change. So do I even care that it's got different times? I'm just gonna get rid of it. Get rid of it. If I'm doing that, then I may also get rid of... I may not also not have a menu for endless. Yeah, so I may not even have anything for time trial or endless.
What's this?
What?
Random washer.
Alright. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. You want to put it in the bin under the sink, I guess. Maybe. Okay, so if I'm not going to have a menu for time trial or endless, then let's go ahead and make one for quick match. So quick match. Okay, and then we're gonna have to have a sub one here for... Alright, folks, we got menus. Oh man, thanks for the sub, Toa. Okay, now comes the fun part of making these do things. Oh, so I think one thing I want to do is... I want to make this a different color. So you can tell what you're even doing. So like you click on one, you click on campaign, and you see like all the things you can actually click on are going to be a different color. Click on quick match, you get this, then hit versus CPU, and it takes you to this, which will be the blue again, or I can make it a different color. Let's make it a different color. Make it a green. We'll make actual, like, graphics for these later. Okay, so now we need to add us some events. I have so many things and they're all named garbage. Oh, it occurs to me I'm gonna have local. So let's go ahead and make another one of these. Alright, there we go. Now you can tell what the crap is going on. Okay, so we're looking at... Oh, we got all these sprites now that I can get rid of. Okay, so we're looking at the first one is M campaign. Or maybe it's a mouse? I'm going to be effectively splitting the previous menu into two menus. What is currently, or the previous menu is going to be changed into the character select. Whereas this menu is going to be for the actual doing of, like, everything else. Okay, so we're looking at M campaign. Okay, left-clicked on M campaign. Time. Endless. Quick match. Options. And exit. Okay, so that's gonna be... Oh, I guess I want a back button on all of these sub-menus. Especially if you're doing them with mouse. Looks like it says bark. Thank you. Okay, so nothing else in the main menu. We're gonna want to make a new group. And this is going to be campaign. And in campaign, we're going to have easy, normal, hard, V hard. So we're looking at C easy. Let's see, normal. C hard. C V hard. C back. We're gonna add another group, and this one is going to be quick. So this is going to be quick CPU, local, online, back. Why do I have a Q CPU too? Did I not rename them all? Layer is quick match. Oh, I didn't rename it. Okay, so CPU. Q local. Q online. Q back. Then we're looking at the QLs next. QL easy. QL normal. QL hard. QLV hard. QL back. And these are the exact same things. Wait. If it's local, you're not gonna have difficulties. If it's local versus, there aren't difficulties. Would Quick Local even have menu options? No, it wouldn't. Quick Local would not have menu options, which means I delete this entire layer. And then I go in here and delete everything that says QL. I delete this, and then QLV hard, QL normal, QL header 1, QL header 2, QL hard, QL easy, QL back. There, yeah, you click on local and it just takes you to the character select. Online is going to take you to a different menu entirely that I have not yet figured out. So, quick CPU. So this is QC easy. QC normal. QC hard. QC V hard. And finally, QC back. Daisy, the only thing difficulty determines is how strong your opponent is. So if you're playing a local human against another local human, like, your difficulty is... it's dependent on how good the other person is at the game. And that's not something I can program in. Okay, so let's active on start. See, I'm gonna want to add a variable, global variable called, game mode. Oh, C is who the controller is. Okay, so if you click on campaign, I'm going to want to set layer opacity, set layer visible, there we are. Set layer main, invisible. Set layer campaign, visible. Set group active. Campaign active. Main menu, deactive. And so time trial, no, time trial is not actually going to do any of these. Time trial is going to be go to layout. Endless is also going to do the same thing. Quick is going to do something like these. Instead of campaign, though, it's going to be quick match. Quick match. Options is currently not going to do anything. Exit is going to be... I can't remember how to exit the game. I think it's in... browser. I think that's it. Okay, so in campaign, this is going to send you to layout. Hitting back is going to do something similar to these. Okay, if you're going against the CPU, that's going to be a menu similar to that. If you click on local, it's going to do something like that. Online is not going to do anything right now, and quick match is going to do this. It's from quick match, right? This, but flipped. These are going to do something really similar. Quick CPU, it's going to be these, but flipped. Okay, so that is everything now has code except for options and online. You can navigate menus. So let's see what happens. Campaign! Back. Quick match. Versus CPU. Back. Online does nothing. Back. Options does nothing. Time trial takes me here! Okay, I think our menu navigation functions. Um... Okay, so if we do time trial, I'm gonna set game mode to 1. There's gonna be a lot of options in here that won't need to function anymore. I'll just set these to some default values. So game mode to 1, game mode to 2. Where do I set difficulty? I see difficulty there. Okay, so that's all cool. Okay, so if you're doing campaign, let's go ahead and set game mode to 0. Um, 2C... Let's set 2C to 1. We do not know what they're going to be yet, so I'm going to set it as 0. And difficulty gets set to 0 because this is easy. So normal is going to be exactly the same, only I'm going to set difficulty to 3. Hard is going to be exactly the same, but I'm going to set difficulty to 6. Very hard is going to be exactly the same, but I'm going to set difficulty to 10. Okay, so quick match. C, we're gonna set to 0. Set difficulty to 0 just as a default. Player 2, we're gonna change their character in a bit. Game mode is going to be 3. Online is currently going to do nothing for a little while. And then quick match against a CPU. Game mode is still going to be 3 because it's the same thing as that. 2C is going to be 1. The default value is set to 0 for easy. Difficulty will be set to 3 for normal. Set difficulty to 6 for hard. Set difficulty to 10 for very hard. And then coming over here, I now set difficulty elsewhere, as well as what's playing via CPU and what's playing not. So all we should have left here is character select. I do kind of want to put a button in. And then just set this to all default values. That should set all to default values if you click the back button. So let's see what happens. So let's go quick match versus CPU on normal. I have no idea what happened, but we're here. How many colors of regular gems are there? I forget. 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. 5 colors. Okay, so the difficulty button should no longer do anything, so I'm going to disable it. This should no longer do anything, so I'm going to disable it. This should no longer do anything, so I'm going to disable it. Oh, and on start of layout, do all of these. I'm actually going to grab all of these, and I'm going to put them in title menu here. So whenever you get here, just default everything. Even game mode. Okay, let's see what happens. Quick match, CPU, normal. Let's try debug mode. Quick match, CPU, normal. Now that we get here, where are my global variables? Difficulty is 3. Game mode is 3. Player 2C is 1. Alright. Then here in character select, character event. I'm going to want to get rid of all of these. And I'm going to want to put in no, I need player 2s. And then I need the difficulty down here. We're not actually changing difficulty at all. So if difficulty equals 0, if it equals 3, if it equals 6, if it equals 10. So that should show us some default values. think I'm gonna keep this button somewhere, just in case like the player wants to play as a CPU. Mm-hmm. Oh. Hmm. So nice. It's nice. I like it. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. Hmm. Well, I like it either way. I'm biased though. Hmm. E.
I think Mama likes it too.
Hmm.
She's just over there.
Hmm. This did not do what I wanted it to. Okay, so in here... It sets the variable, so on start of layout... Yeah, it should do it.
It's killing me.
Everything else is on button clicks.
That thing that I have the sewing machine on, I have to like hunch over.
Hmm. Quick match, local. Quick match, CPU, normal. Oh, I think I know what the problem is. I'm toggling it, because I'm stupid. Okay, let's try that again. Quick match, CPU, normal. NPC, normal! Yay! Yay! I'm a winner! That's neat. So it took me back here, and it's still... The opponent is still set to NPC, and difficulty is still set to normal. I think one thing I'm going to want to do is, let's see here, on the start of layout, initialize all things. Set layer main, visible, set layer campaign, invisible. Quick match invisible. Quick CPU invisible. Let's go ahead and activate main menu. Deactivate campaign. Deactivate quick match. And deactivate quick CPU. Alright, quick match versus CPU, very hard. It's gonna be Yuki versus Isami. Go! Oh no. Oh, That went well. Okay, so NPC... It's still set as NPC, still set as very hard. Let's go Morgana versus Karen. Alright. Okay, so that does the thing though. Which is super cool, because that means the menu works. Menu does everything it needs to do. So the next step is going to be... I feel like it's going to be changing this. To be closer to what I want it to be. So I think one thing I want to do is make a random. Okay, random. We have a random now. Random, random, go. Random, random, go. Okay. So where else do I want to go from here? So I feel like the next thing for me here is I'm going to go ahead and get rid of these labels because I'm not going to need them. I'm probably going to put these buttons down in the corner. I don't think we need to know difficulty on this screen either. Character labels can go up top. Feel like I can also, I'm just going to get rid of all of these. And we're going to have five characters to choose from. It'd be something a little bit like that. I think I'm gonna add a group here. All of that in there. Okay, so I'm going to want to make a add local variable. This is going to be, and this is going to be static. Muffin! She just mowed. She just sat there and went meow. And that time she said meow. Wah. Move. Move. What's up? What's up, Moo? It is food time for you, isn't it? You're just sitting there staring a hole into me. Alright, brief detour to cat. Alright. So how do I want to handle this in the code? I'm making this function now because it's going to get more complicated later on. Like, what it does is going to get more complicated as I do more. Can I check cur select in here? I cannot. Wait, what was I gonna do with curse selecting here? Game mode. I need to compare game mode. Okay, title menu event. So game mode 0 is campaign. 1 is time attack. 2 is endless. And for all 3 of those, you're only going to see the character you're playing as. So if it's 3 is quick match. So if game mode equals 3, eh. Okay, so I have P1 playtext, let's change this to P2 playtext. Alright. So that should be one giant function that just updates crap. Call update display. And then we don't have to worry about setting any of this in here. Okay, so we got all that. So select player 1. If there is a player 2 to select, then we change over so we can select a player 2. And we update the display anytime we click. So when you click the back button now, I'm also going to want to check. If cur select is equal to 1, set cur select to 0. Okay, so for now, I may just leave it like this. This is not going to work. Well, what I can do... I feel like it's going to be a good idea to... I feel like it's going to be a good idea to set player 1 to -1 and player 2 to -1 on start of layout. So there's just no question about it. You get here and nobody's selected anything. do that, so you can't actually start if people haven't selected characters. Oh. Hmm.
Grabbing some stuff. You're probably hungry.
So I want to set current selected to 2. We're going to want to set player 2 to be -1. I don't know. Let's try and see what happens. Because it just kind of did a lot. Okay, so things aren't working. Give me a minute. Okay, so curse select is 0. Player 1 is -1, player 2 is -1. So I should be able to click. And now curse select is 1. Player 1 is 0. Why is player 2 0? What? But it shouldn't set player 2 to 0. What? This doesn't make any sense. Like, we have cur select equals 0. What? Okay, so let's just grab update display. Okay, that shows up now. But why is it 0? When is it getting set to 0? It's not even showing it over there. Like, it's right there. That's where the text is. Okay, so that's one problem. Okay, so it's the display is at least working as intended, but this is not. This isn't complicated. This is cur select equals 0, else do something else. This is an else statement. If I change cur select in the first one, It should not run the second one. I'm trying to get an else statement to do its job. Okay, talking across the entire apartment.
I'm very.
Sure. Okay, anybody in the chat? I'll be back in just a second. I gotta go feed Muffin. I'm in a bad mood because this stupid thing is not doing what it's supposed to be doing, and I'm in the middle of streaming and didn't want to have to be feeding Muffin and cleaning and drying this stupid sink in the middle of streaming. While I can't figure out what the crap's going on with this stupid else statement that's not listening to me. Else statement, why? Okay, we're back. I still have to figure out what the crap this is doing because I can't think of a better way to do this. Like, it's really not complicated. It's just, if this variable is 0, when you click on this, do one thing. If the variable is not 0 and you click on this, do something else.
Is the variable static?
It's global.
So is the else part of it just never triggering?
It's always triggering. Like, if I click on it, under the when curSelect is equal to 0, it goes down and I click on it, and when I click on it I set curSelect to 1, it goes up and triggers the else, and goes down into the else, and acts like I clicked on the button in there too. Okay, so the best that I can think right now is I'm going to have to drag these out from each other, and I'm going to grab them.
Some kind of intermediate, it's not, if it's 0, change it to 1, but then the else add if it's 2, so then you have to do something else to change it to 2, so it doesn't automatically trigger. a state clicked and then a state active, effectively.
Well, let me try this, and if this doesn't work, then I'll give that a go. I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna put in a sub-event, and the sub-event is going to say cur select is equal to 0. If cur select is equal to 0, do these. And then that. And then I'll go here, and I'll put the else here. So there, just when you click on it, if cur select is equal to 0, do a thing. Else do a thing. This is going to be kind of a pain in the butt, but you do what you do. Okay, so that's... I don't know, if this doesn't work, then... If this doesn't work, then something has worked. See, the thing is, I really enjoy working in Construct. Like, for the most part, it does everything how I want to be able to do it. Like, I have as much access as I need, as much freedom as I need, as much control as I need. I can do pretty much everything that I want to do. But every now and then you run across some stupid little inconsistency that, like, there's no reason for that not to work. It's just every now and then, and it's super frustrating because there's no reason for this, but instead I have to... like, thankfully I don't run into issues like this very often, or I'd probably be looking for a different program. Like, if the program's just not going to do it that you tell it to do, then go find one that does. So, like, so it doesn't happen very often. But still frustrating when it does. Especially right now, because I feel like, since they're moving on to working in Construct 3, I can't really even, like, report it.
They are still working on bugs. And they're still adding a couple new features. They recently added better Xbox One support. I think they understand that there are a number of people that just want to work on a desktop app and don't want to do that stupid thing that Construct 3 does where it's an editor in the browser.
Yeah.
Like, I think they understand that a lot of people just want a freaking program that they can run that isn't in Chrome for some stupid reason. So,
Like, I honest to goodness feel like if anything ticks me off about just the company as a whole, it's how much they have embraced making,
Grace just insisted upon.
well, like, embraced making games and everything for browsers to the extent of excluding everything else. Like, that's what bothered me at first, and why it took me so long to move to Construct 2. Because when it started out, you couldn't even get an executable out of it. It was, like, only for web. And eventually they added an executable for it, but granted the executable is just, it's a private little web browser that it comes up in. Like, internally, it's just a web browser that you're running it in.
Which, to be fair, the way Construct does it is the classiest way I've ever seen them doing it.
Yeah, admittedly, you can't tell.
I had a couple of friends working on one during Fluid of Dare and then another during Global Game Jam who did JavaScript and they did like the Chromium thing that Construct does, and oh man, it was jank. Like you could see the address bar and everything. Like oof.
Yeah, admittedly, though granted it is just a web app running in a browser, it looks nice. Like, there's nothing there that would tell you that it's a web app. Like, it looks like it's running an executable. It's like, they handle it real nice, but at the end of the day, I would still really just prefer an executable.
Yeah.
Like, a legitimate executable. And then with Construct 3 now, they went like a whole head over and went like, you know what, we're even gonna make the developing environment in a browser.
Please don't. Put it back.
Because everybody wants everything to be in a browser, right?
No.
Like, no, can I have a program, an executable that makes other executables? That'd be super keen. Okay, that looks like it should work. So I just got rid of all my random everything. Or not my random, all my player 2 everything, the else statement, all of that. So we got that there, that should get the job done. Alright, let's see what happens. Okay. That seems like it does the job. UP, tofu, let's go random. Yuki's on it. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to, like, actually... Okay, so we're back here. Seems to work. Right, I set curve select back, so that's good. So I think we have something resembling a menu working now. And this should actually be, at least functionally, the final menuing. So...
The little plastic box of sewing thing right next to you. Would you mind passing that to me? I can't put a computer on my lap. Ah! Hit me in the face. Thanks. You the best. Keep around.
Never gonna let you down.
That's not the words. Are you rickrolling me?
I couldn't remember the words.
Nothing's ever gonna keep you down.
So I saw a post on Tumblr earlier this morning that had,
Oh my god!
what?
Broke the needle.
Oh dear. So I saw a post on Tumblr this morning that was, you know, the little audio things that pop when like somebody makes an audio post.
Hold on, I'm having a crisis. There's a magnet.
Like, you know how if you make an audio post, it actually has like the little play button and the icon, like the picture off to the side.
Yeah.
And somebody made one for that. Somebody made a post and it had that up top, but it was like it showed the Rickroll. Never gonna let you down thing. Never gonna give you up. So like you see it and you go, oh no, someone is attempting to Rickroll, but like you can see what it is. But then you click on it and it's a photo. It's just a picture of the audio thing. And like the people commenting on it were so angry because it was like a reverse Rickroll.
How did I break this needle?
Okay, so this should effectively be the final menuing that we have.
I like how I have you pass me a thing so I can stay with this computer on my lap, and then I like immediately have to get up to deal with a broken needle.
So, I think from here, the next step is going to be making the menus look better. Because right now, it's just a bunch of squares everywhere. Like right now, it's a bunch of squares there, and I got a bunch of squares here.
Okay, where's our tape?
What kind of tape?
Are we opening the scotch masking tape?
No.
No.
I put it in the toolbox.
I guess I could just use artist's tape. Hey, there!
So I'm thinking of having like the icons down here to click on that'll actually select the character. When you click on one, it'll put like a highlight box around it or something.
Tip, if you have a broken needle, wrap it in tape.
Hmm.
Before throwing it out. Like this. That way, it won't fall out of the trash can and puncture it or,
That's a
other
good point.
dangerous things.
That's a good point. Yo, does anybody out there know of a game, a competitive game with a character select that is mouse-based? I want to know how they did it. Because I know how I would want to do this with the keyboard, but the mouse is throwing me off.
I would probably have like a variable, like player one thinks first. And a variable.
Overwatch as a mouse-based character. Okay, sorry.
So like you have a variable that says which player is picking, and then like they click and it changes their mouse's state to choosing, and then they pick and then they hit OK, and then it changes the mouse's state to like the player number player two, and then they click and it changes their state to choosing or something, and then they choose and then they click OK. That
Yeah.
convoluted explanation.
Well, I think the idea at I think the idea of the OK button, because right now what I have is just as soon as I click on a character, it treats that as confirm and goes to player 2 select.
Yeah.
Where I can then click player 2, and then I have to go hit play to actually start the game. But I'm thinking maybe something like you just have to keep clicking for player 1, and then after you have the right one, you hit OK or play or whatever, and then it goes to player 2 select. And then player 2 selects, and then you hit OK again, and it starts the game.
Or it activates the play button. It enables the play button.
Yeah. Whereas, like, with mouse and keyboard, I would just arrow key around and, like, hit enter. And then it would just let you arrow key around player 2 and hit enter for them. But I'm thinking that OK button would be good.
That would also let you do stuff like, show a little bit of information about the character.
Yeah.
Or some kind of, like, idol or one-liner or something.
Yeah.
Because I know with, like, fighting games and stuff, granted they're not mouse-based, but, like, when you arrow key around, joystick around,
Mm-hmm.
it, like, does a little thing for each character.
Yeah.
Let's try not to burn this friggin' needle.
Yeah, okay, so that's what I'm thinking. Which is going to change... First of all, I'm going to get rid of this. I'm going to get rid of this. I'm going to grab all of these, and I'm going to move them up a level. So I can get rid of this. Okay, so when you hit play, okay, so if you hit play, when cur-select equals 0, game mode equals 3, and player 1 no longer equals -1, set cur-select to 1. Which will let you then pick player 2. I think I'm gonna grab these two and drag them down in here. Okay, so if you click on Start, if curse select equals 0... No, what I'm looking at here specifically is if game mode equals 3. Oh, this is actually a little nested. Okay, so if game mode equals 3, because that's going to be a little bit different. If curse select is 0, and player 1 does not equal -1, then you can set curse select to 1. Otherwise, else, if curse select is 1, so you're on the second one, and player 2 does not equal -1, so you've selected a player 2, and you hit this, then you can start the game. If game mode is not -3, then just make sure that, if game mode is not 3, then it's either going to be 0, 1, or 2. 0 is campaign, 1 is time trial, 2 is endless. And none of those require a character being selected. So I don't even need to pay attention to what player 2 is, if we get down here. And all I do here is when I click, I set curse select to 3. So I should be able to just get rid of that from all of these. Okay, so theoretically, this should work. Yep, so I can select them all day long, then I hit a button, and then I can select them all day long. If I hit back, it still takes me back here. This is cool. This is good. It does the thing. So I think that's just about it. There's no visual indication for anything, and right now we just have a bunch of boxes. But this feels like it works. We should probably select somebody by default. So like when I get in here, it should already be sitting on like Karen or something. Well, I can change this later, but Karen is 0, so I'm gonna make it 0 for now. Set player 1 to 0. So it should be sitting on that. And then when you hit go, we set curse select to 1. I'm gonna go ahead and set player 2 to be 0 as well. So we should now start out with... We did not start out with Karen like we were supposed to. That works, though, so we just didn't update it. That's cool. That's fine. I'm in the wrong thing. I shouldn't have to worry about setting the text. If I'm calling update display. Yeah, so it starts me out with Karen, so like you get here and it'll have a character there, and then I hit go and it confirms it, and then we have the other character over here, which I can select to be whatever, and I go and we have Karen Yuki. Okay, the menus appear to function. I don't know what kind of options I want in this game, but this game needs an option menu. I guess there's the age-old customizable controls and audio volume. Auto full screen. That's like all the options I have in Welgaia. I also have a text speed. I'm not gonna put a text speed option in this game. It's a competitive puzzle game, you don't give a crap how fast the text speed scrolls. I'll just put in a button that like auto-completes the text if you hit the button. It's like you hit confirm to advance, then you hit confirm again while it's typing out, and it just auto-completes it. So if you just mash real quick, then you can just get through the dialogue anyway. Well, the options menu is going to be for another time. In fact, I think it's probably a pretty good idea that I just stop now. And call it for the evening. Because right now the menus are all here and they all function. Everything does what it needs to do. So my next step is going to be doing some pretty making. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, Zulius, that looks a lot like bark. That's pretty back. That's back. That's back. That's bark. Definitely bark.
What?
I have a menu option that says bark. When you click it, the game just goes woof woof.
Pork.
Bow.
Wow, wow. One.
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 Yeah, so next up is going to be pretty making, which isn't just graphics, but also like animations for things. So I kind of know what I want to do here. I'm gonna move this like over here. Here we have all of our debug options up there just off screen. Yeah, so next time I'm probably gonna do some pretty making, give some animations to things, going through menus and the like. Another thing that I want to do. so we got that, we got this here. I feel like once we get a little bit of pretty making in, I'm going to want to make the game be able to run time. I'm going to want to program in the time trial and endless modes, and potentially do a little pretty making on this screen. Meanwhile, it is 11:30 p.m. and there's like a crowd of people right out front having a party. So I think now's a good time to call the stream and close the window. Cannot wait until we can move out of this place. Good night, everybody.